It wasn't supposed to be like this. How did we end up here? All we were looking for was treasure, but we found our demise instead. Have we angered the gods? Were we blinded by greed? Did we allow our arrogance to control us? Hear our story, and maybe you can be our judge. It was a normal day, sun high in the sky, birds chirping, trees swaying in the breeze, the salty air from the sea brushing against your face. I was packing my sack, preparing for the long voyage ahead. The captain had reached out to the whole crew, said he heard a rumor of some ancient treasure on an island shrouded in a thick mist, known only to those who have seen it, but too terrified to stop on its soil. He was very excited. He had that typical look on his face he got when we were treasure hunting. I had already been struggling with the decision to either stay at sea or settle down with my family on dry land till the end of my days. One more run, I had told myself. One more run, then I'll finally be done. Oh, what a fool I was. I looked out the window. My wife was hanging the laundry on the line, her porcelain skin glistening in the sun. Oh, how I love her. Her warm embrace after a long journey at sea brings me peace of mind. She wants, no, begs me to stay home. But a sailor's life is at sea. I promised her this would be my last voyage. I just wish I knew then what I know now. My son and daughter are playing in the yard. They are still young, full of life and no worries to be seen. Oh, how I love to awaken to their sounds of joy and laughter every morn. It makes the sailor one proud father. I pray they'll remember me, that they'll know I will always love them. I pray that they live rich, fulfilling lives and stay away from the sea, unlike their foolish father. I tightened the string on my sack, tossed it over my shoulder, and proceeded to leave the house. My wife greeted me at the door. She tried one final time to convince me to stay. But a sailor is a sailor, and when the sea calls, I shall answer. One last time, I promise her. One last time, and I'll make sure that we are set for life. Oh, how foolish I was. My love, my pearl, I should have listened to your words. Set my sack down and embraced you tightly, never to let you go again. But again, I am a sailor, and a sailor's life is to the sea. I began to head to the docks, my family bidding me farewell as I left my house behind. I could see our ship moored in the harbor. As I proceeded down the hill, a strong gust of wind picked up, almost knocking me off my feet. A warning? A sign? God's way of telling me to stay? No matter the reason, I continued on, the wind reverting back to the gentle breeze it was before. I could begin to hear the hustle and bustle from the town. Being midday, the place was as lively as ever. People coming in and out of shops, conversations happening from the windows down to the street, laughter and joy filling the air. Oh, how I should have stayed. As I passed the butcher shop, he stepped out and offered me my usual slab of meat. I gave him the usual 5 copper pieces and proceeded on, cradling the meat in one hand and the drawstring to my sack in my other one. This meat is going to taste divine. I just know it. I wish I would have grabbed more. As I reached the docks, the harbor master greeted me. We exchanged pleasantries for a bit, then bid each other farewell as I began my final walk to the ship. She was a true beauty, her masts towering over all, casting their shadow upon me as my eyes drifted to the crow's nest. I could see the barrelman moving things around so his position would be more comfortable. It's not easy to be up there. It takes a very brave soul to stay there. Crewmates began to greet me as I boarded the mighty vessel. I could feel the gentle sways of the sea while I walked upon the deck. How wonderful it felt to have my feet back on those planks. My footsteps began to echo as I descended below deck. I entered my quarters, laid my sack on my cot, then turned around to prepare for my duties. First thing I did was stop by the cook and give him the meat I obtained from the butcher. He had a few ideas he ran by me, but he loved my stew idea. He had gotten some new ingredients and was ecstatic to try them. I went back above deck to help my fellow crewmates. We laughed and we chortled as we prepared our vessel to set sail. Our sounds echoing throughout the harbor. What fools we were. We never should have left that harbor. But we are sailors, and a sailor's life is to the sea. We finished prepping the ship, and the captain's voice echoed over the deck. We were ready to set sail. He stood at the helm as we pulled the mooring line in. We raised anchor, then shoved off, turning towards the horizon and sailing away. As the town grew smaller in the distance, the crew sprung to life, and we were hell-bent on making it to our destination.